Hi, this is Mike with Porzak Golf, taking your game to the next level and beyond. Today we're going to take it inside a lesson with a young junior named Michaela. She's been fighting some right misses in her tournaments, and we're going to solve that by giving her more connection in her backswing. We're then going to take her into the driver and show her what it means to keep her head behind the ball and how that's really going to have us hit our longest, straightest drives. After that, we're going to take her to the putting green, make sure those short putts, we got the club face working straight back and straight through, and making sure we've got great tempo on the long ones. Thanks for coming to watch the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we hope you enjoy. All right, how we doing? Good. Good. So, we had a tournament this weekend. Yes, and we talked about kind of some ball striking, some iron striking that can improve, right? Yeah. And maybe some putting that can improve. Tell me about the iron play and what the golf ball was doing when it wasn't doing what you wanted it to do.
They were going more to the right.
To the right.
Rather than staying straight, so it goes straight and like fade to the right, kind of.
Okay.
And then I missed the green, but then I chip on and it was a piece of that.
Okay, perfect. So we're seeing a little right miss with the irons.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you do anything out there to try to correct it, or did you have any thoughts of what might be able to get you back on track?
Kind of just tried not to get mad at my shots.
That's a great strategy. That's a great strategy, right? The anger and stuff is only going to probably add to the frustration and the bad swings. So, you know, as we've talked with your sister a number of times, when she plays her best golf in some of those little 5 under 9 hole rounds, the one thing she said, well, I just hit it somewhere and I didn't really worry about where it went, and then I hit it again, you know? So if we can stay free and clear in the mind, I think that's spectacular. Today we're gonna find out what was going on in the swing that was causing that, okay? And we'll get it dialed in a little bit. So I want you to go ahead and take a few swings. We're gonna get some videos and take a peek, okay? What club we got here?
This one's an 8 iron.
8 iron, okay. Really good. Let's see one more from the face on. Yeah, that one's pretty good. A little low, right?
Yeah.
So let's come in here and take a look and see kind of what's going on. And okay, so the very first thing I notice here when I see you is we're looking at the setup, right? And how does the setup look to you? If we look at two very important lines, right? We look at the line of our hip, making sure that it's over our ankle. We go to your hip. Your hip's a little behind, right?
Yeah.
And then that is going to really affect this line here that we draw down from your shoulders, okay? If we draw this line down from your shoulders, we're going to see a couple different things than Tiger R model, okay? We're going to see your hands reaching for that golf ball, right? We're going to see the shoulder line very close to the toes, okay? So right there already, we have created a place where there's not a lot of space underneath our body. Okay, and one of the first things we're going to do today is make sure we keep that hip joint a little bit more over our ankle. Make sure we get these shoulders a little bit more past our toes as a result, and because of that, our arms are going to be able to hang more freely underneath us. Okay, right there, we're now going to be setting ourselves up to play golf a little bit more underneath us, okay? And let me tell you again what the difference is in that. When you're set up and the hips are back and the shoulders are kind of into the toes, you're basically playing golf around you. You have a club and a ball that's going to be hit, and the club face is really only going to face the target a split second, okay? So it's really hard for me to have a golf ball fire on target going this way, okay? Really, really hard. But when we get you in the posture that we have all of our players get in, right? The posture we work on all the time, where our hips are, boom, a little bit more over our ankles. My shoulders now are more past my toes, and my arms are hanging underneath me. Now, my palm, my club face, wants to face the target a lot longer, okay? It's gonna get really easy for me to fire out shots here right down the line, okay? Because I'm more over the golf ball. So we're gonna do that, number one, okay? Let's come look at the swing then overall. As you take this club back, to be honest, despite the setup, you do a fantastic job here of keeping the club up in front of your hands and setting it really well, right? Setting that club kind of down to the golf ball a little bit more, slightly over, right down to it. Just like Tiger. Right down to it, okay? The one thing that's gonna happen from here though, is look at how our lower body is done turning, right? And what's gonna happen after that? Now my arms are gonna really kind of lift up beyond my body's rotation to the top, okay? We're gonna see Tiger continue to turn everything up there with his body, okay? So we're really gonna work on syncing up the backswing, right? And making sure that our arms and our chest are over the golf ball and that our hips and our hands reach the top together. Now for you, that's a very simple feeling. All it really is a shorter backswing, right? Because let's look at the face on here. So if we look at this face on, right, we're gonna see a pretty good setup, not bad. We can get a little bit more of our reverse K. We're gonna bump the hips slightly forward. We're gonna have our head a little bit more back, okay? I wanna pull up a model for you here. Okay, and so when we look at you in our model Mark Hensby, if we draw a line right up from the golf ball for him, we're gonna see that head behind the golf ball. If we drew a line from his chin to his belt buckle, we would see a slight lean back, right? For you, we see a very neutral setup. And by that I mean the chin to the belt buckle, very straight up and down, right? As a result, the golf ball kind of right on top of your head a little bit, right? So just by now getting a little hip bump, allowing the head to just go slightly back because of that, we're gonna be in a much, much better position. We do that, and then watch this. We have a shorter backswing because we're gonna know here and we're gonna see this, that those hands, when they get way up there above that head, those hands have really traveled beyond our body's rotation, right? So it's gonna feel like almost a half or three-quarter backswing for you, but what we're gonna see is something very different, a much bigger swing than you expect, and your hands more in front of your body at the top of the swing, okay? That's gonna allow you then to fire through the golf ball without having to think about much and have a lot of connection, all right? So let's try to make some of these changes here, right? Let's go ahead and set up, no golf ball. Just set up how you normally would to hit one, okay? That's how we always wanna do it. Wanna go to where we're comfortable and then figure out what's different, right? So we're gonna have you back the toes up just a little bit. Excellent, you're gonna feel more weight now in the middle of your foot or the front of the lace, okay? And now we can see your shoulders have created a little bit more separation past our toes. See that? And see how those hands are hanging underneath there. Beautiful position here, okay? Let's check the face on now. Gabe, come on over here. Now we're just going to make sure this head stays here. Bump your left hip 1 inch forward. Boom, perfect. A little softer. Awesome right there, okay? Good, take a half backswing, swing through. Fantastic. I mean, that is tight and short, and that's gonna be really compressed and really straight, okay? So same thing, you're going back my toes up, tilt over the front of my foot, okay? Get the weight a little bit more in the front. Good, let the arms hang, okay? Now we're gonna just bump the hip a little bit. Good, half backswing, swing through, okay? Good. Awesome right there, fantastic. I mean, let's hit some golf balls like that, okay? Good. Boom, excellent. Very, very nice. Good, feeling the weight in the front of the laces, excellent. Good, hold it here, back those toes away just a hair for me, awesome. Feel more over the golf ball right here. Very nice, okay, bump the hips slightly, head back a little. Good, half little backswing and through. Awesome, pretty solid, right? Yeah. That's the thing we love to see. Shorter swings, swings that feel shorter. You're gonna see that in a minute and you're gonna realize it's not that short. But that's a shorter swing that literally was going longer than the 8 irons before, right? Because it's more together, your arms and your body and your club, and because of that, we're being more efficient through the golf ball. Everything is gonna be, everything you do, you're gonna get more out of. Does it make sense? So go ahead and do the same thing. Let's hit a couple like this. Gotta get the process, right? All right, back the toes away, feel the weight. Feel more over that golf ball, let my arms hang. Okay, good. Gonna get that little bit of reverse K. Getting over that golf ball. A little bit of reverse K there. Bump that hip slightly for me. Head back. Excellent. Nice short backswing. Go through. Really good. For sure. Well, look how much tighter it is right here. I mean, it doesn't feel a lot tighter. It is a lot tighter. Okay, watch the difference of these. But first, right, how big did that backswing feel to you?
It felt like a half swing.
Like a half swing. Okay. And this is my favorite thing to do with every student, because if your coach isn't doing this with you at the course, they're holding out on you. Okay? Because this works the exact same way every time for every person, right? Everybody wants to get their arms a little bit longer and they can't feel it. Here's the first one of the day on the right. Okay? And we're going to see you go to the top of the swing, and we're going to see those hands way up above our head. Right, way up above our head, okay? Those hands have really gone a lot further than your body's rotation. You're gonna see a little bit of a bend in your back because those hands have traveled so much more, okay? A lot of work to get that club back in front of you. Watch this one that feels like kind of a half backswing, right? Much better setup here. Look, our head's gonna be behind the golf ball, fantastic. Got a little bit more angle between our chin and our belt buckle, but watch this. Boom, moving back. Wow, look at that. Look at how we now keep the hands to the right of the head, okay? Now, that doesn't look like a half swing though, does it? No, not at all, okay? So, but that's the thing. Feel versus real with golf is so big. And this is something that for you, we always know we have to work on, is making sure that we start the day and feel those shorter arms to begin the day. If we get out here and we start taking 8-iron swings with those hands way above our head, it's gonna be a long day come the back nine probably, which is where the problems happened in the tournament, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going
Going too
too far back and then get tired.
far back, you get tired, and now you don't have the strength or the patience or the athleticism to time it up as much, okay? So we start attacking this from the second we get to the golf course, and we do it by, yes, understanding we have that great setup, we're over that golf ball good, we got the good reverse K, and then number two, just feeling a little shorter arm swing or shorter backswing, okay? You've still made a huge turn there, right? But your arms have stayed with your body, and that's what we call the big body turn with the short arm swing, right? For you earlier, you were getting a big body turn with a big arm swing, and that's where we get trouble recovering from, okay? So let's see a couple more of those and we'll check it on down the line, but those are fantastic. Keep it up. Set up, getting more over the golf ball. Reverse K, getting that left hip bumped a little bit. From there, short backswing, go through. Fantastic right there. Good. Good, so hold it here. Excellent. Let those hands drop a little bit more. Excellent there. Okay, good. Go ahead. Good, a couple more like that. Really getting comfortable in the setup, okay? So much better. Yes, and you will feel that way at first, okay? You will feel that way definitely at address, that you feel like you're more on your toes because you're more over it, okay? Now, as you turn to the top of your swing, the weight should get to a little bit more of the midfoot and even the back on where? The instep, right? The instep of that back foot, okay? As we turn through the golf ball, our weight will finish in our left heel. Okay, so yes, we're gonna feel maybe a little bit more in the front of the foot than normal. That's totally normal, right? But as we turn, we're gonna feel a little bit more in the heel, and as you turn back through, you're gonna finish in the heel. That's gonna tell you got really, really good rotation back and through. The key for you is making sure those arms stay shorter while you're doing that, okay? Good, beautiful. Awesome. Give me one more practice swing and give me a little bit more of the right arm kind of driving in front of that body, right? Squeezing that right arm against your side on the way through. There we go. Feel that? A little bit more from the inside. This golf ball should have a little higher launch. Start out a little bit more right for us. Good. Over the golf ball. Little bump of the hips. Head back. Boom. Good. For sure. A couple more like that, okay? Feel that right arm. Drive in a little bit more into the side. There you go. Another one like that, please. Good, turn it back, short arms, drive the right arm. Boom, there you go. Really good there. All right, thanks for watching the video with Michaela. We hope you guys enjoyed. Please click the link in the description box so you can get 3 more free videos to help you with your game. As always, please leave any questions or comments down below.